What's going on, YouTube? This is Matthew McMillan. No break here and no mail day, no eBay breaks. This is just a quick little video to let all my subscribers know and my watchers on Facebook know that I'm going to be uploading in the next couple of weeks a lot of videos. I'm going to try to keep most of them to within the 4 to 6 minute time range. Some may be longer. But it started today, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this. This was like a blessing from the Lord because the way the world is today, I've kind of got to where a lot of times I have a negative outlook on the world in general. And recently, I had, over the last couple of months, seen a lot of people in a group I'm in on Facebook. I'm in a group that's called Baseball Collectors Buy, Sell, and Trade, Home of HD Breaks, I believe is the entire name. And you can search this on Facebook. The best way to find it in a search engine is type in Home of HD Breaks. It'll come up. There's way over 1,000 members, most of which are very active. If you've got a PayPal account, you can buy, sell, and trade cards. And actually, you can trade cards without a PayPal account, but if you want to buy or sell, you need a PayPal account. Anyway, I had seen the last few months in the group several. There's what I call members that are sellers or dealers, and then there's members that are diehard collectors at heart. All right. And some of these people that are sellers or dealers had posted comments about on people's posts and things about how they threw away, like they would say something like, I just threw away. There was one in particular, a guy had posted a bunch of unopened wax packs from like the 1980s, and some guy said, I just threw away like 30,000 cards from the 1980s. I just threw them in my dumpster to get rid of them because they were all commons. And when I seen that, I was just like, what? Because when sadly, I sold my original collection at age 29 years ago, but I had collected from the time I was 5 years old. And after I got out of high school and got married, yeah, I became a little bit of a dealer myself. I used to buy and sell all the time and flip cards all the time, but I still had my personal collection. I never threw nothing away because I was a collector at heart. If I didn't want it, somebody else would. And that's still the way it is today. And it's a lot harder for kids to be able to afford to buy cards today than it was when I was a kid. It's also a lot harder for kids to be able to find a store that sells them. Walmart and Target's all they have now, unless they want to buy online. And when I was a kid, you could go in any gas station, grocery store, department store, supermarket, and you could find Topps baseball cards. And up until 1981, Topps was all we had. And so when I hear people say, well, Topps is the only company that's got official license with Major League Baseball anymore to make cards with team logos, and that's why you can't find them in stores. No. Topps has been around for a long time, and they also used to be the only company back in the 70s. Actually, they were the only company in the 60s. Fleer made a few sets here and there, but Topps has been around forever. And I can remember when you could find Topps everywhere. Okay? It's very hard for kids to find cards nowadays. And when you've got people out there, dealers, that, and I've seen videos on YouTube of these same types of people burning baseball cards in a barrel. There's one video on YouTube right now, a couple of teenage guys that had bought like an entire collection from somebody, and they went through it. They got out all the stars and all the more valuable cards. They were planning on reselling those cards on eBay, or on, in general, to people they knew, and or adding them to their personal collection. And they took all the cards that were worth maybe less than $1, commons, or cards that were just maybe worth $1 or so. They took them. They had all these boxes of them, and they're standing in front of a barrel, and they're just throwing cards in the barrel. They'd already lit a fire, and they're burning the baseball cards and laughing about it because they're saying they're worthless, they're commons. And so when I'm seeing things like that on YouTube, and I'm seeing people comment things like that in group just because they're a seller and they don't want to take time to fool with trying to move the commons and sell those in lot deals on eBay or anything, I posted a status in the group, and I said, hey, if you've got a bunch of cards, if you're one of these dealers or sellers that throws away, because it's not just the 80s and 90s cards. There was a lot of people that commented they threw away their base cards, that they were only looking for inserts and stars, and they threw away the common base cards, even of modern cards. And I was like, if you're throwing away cards, you don't want them. At least, if there was a few out there that in group that said, hey, I take mine to Salvation Army or Goodwill and I donate them, and then the money that's when they sell them, the money goes to good cause, and the kids get to go in there and buy them. Well, that was great. But the ones that were talking about throwing them in the garbage, throwing them in the landfill, or burning them, I was like, hey, for those people like that, I've got an 11-year-old nephew that loves the Red Sox, and if you are going to throw cards away, whether they're commons or not, whether they're from the 80s or 90s, whatever, if you're going to throw them away anyway, if you'll let me know and you would be willing to ship me the Red Sox cards that I could give to my nephew, I'm willing to pay you shipping as long as I can afford to. Because I'm always looking for stuff for my nephew and my niece for that matter. And I wasn't even thinking about myself. I like the uh, Cleveland Browns in football and the Cleveland Indians in baseball, but I wasn't even asking about myself, just my nephew, because I like to get stuff to put up with him for to either give him now or to put up for him for like birthdays, holidays, different things. We got so many holidays, you get stuff for the kids anyway. And baseball's his favorite thing in the world, and the Red Sox is his favorite team. And I was expecting maybe one or two comments, tops, of somebody that might be willing to, say, hey, yeah, if you'll pay the shipping, I'll send you something. Little did I know what would happen. It's like God just reached down and opened up everybody in group's heart or something. And it really opened up my heart because it amazed me that there's this many good-hearted people out there that still are good people who would like to do something to, just because I put a post like that, wanted to send cards for a little kid. And a lot of these packages are going to be coming in the next couple of weeks are packages that are going to have a mixture of stuff for my nephew, my niece, and some for me. Most of the packages will mainly be for my nephew, mainly Red Sox stuff. But some of the people that has talked to me, it amazed me. I went out the day after I made that post. I went out. I went out to eat, went and done some shopping with family. And when I came home, like 3-4 hours later, my inbox on Facebook had over 50 messages from different people, guys and girls out there in HD Breaks group, offering to send Red Sox cards to my nephew if I would give them my address. I spent the next 2 hours after I got home messaging people back and forth and giving them my address. They were asking me who's his favorite things, like who's his favorite player. Then the next thing I know, some people saying who's his favorite football team. Does he like football? Does he like basketball? And I'm like, well, he likes this. Some of them like, well, he likes this and that. I've got a niece that likes basketball. I've got a niece that plays basketball. Before I know it, I got people sending stuff for my niece, stuff for my nephew, even people asking me who's your favorite team, sending stuff to me of Indians and Browns. And so, it just really touched my heart. And I actually sent out a couple of envelopes the last week with a few cards in them to some people that had messaged me that they had a kid or they knew a kid that collected certain favorite team, and I wanted to, pay it forward. But I'm going to be doing a lot of videos over the next couple of weeks that are going to be short. I'm just going to be doing a package or two at a time. And what I'm going to do, I thought it would be a really cool idea to do videos on this. I've already talked with my sister about this because this is stuff that I'm getting sent in that'll be for her children, mostly, especially my nephew. And my original plan was to just put them all up and give them to him at one time and let him open them here in about 3 to 4 weeks. Filming a video, putting it on Facebook, and letting all my friends and those in group be able to see his reaction when he gets everything. I wanted him to know each person to be able to see their name on the package of who sent it. But when I got to thinking it would be, I do videos on YouTube. I love doing videos, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to do some videos on these mail breaks, just like I do my own mail. So what I'm going to do, be doing videos on all these packages coming in each day. And then after I do the break on the package and show, I'm going to and thank the person that sent it. I'm going to be putting it right back while I'm on camera in the package. I'm going to be taping it back sealed shut. and I'm going to give the packages to my nephew so that way he can see where they come from, what state, the person that sent them. And I'm going to be sending out thank you cards next month when after he gets all these, and be thanking all the people that sent. And I thought I would share all this with you, my viewers on YouTube and my friends on Facebook, in a series of videos because it's really touched my heart. Because some of these people are sending not just comments, like I was asking them to do if they were going to throw them away. Some of these people have went and put together some very nice cards in lots and are sending some very nice cards to my nephew. And I'll start those videos probably tomorrow. And there might be some days there'll be 2 or 3 videos. There might be some day there'll just be one. I'm going to try to keep them between 4 and 6 minutes long because I'm bad to do longer videos. And what I'm going to do is just do a few packages at a time. So that way we don't get into very, very long videos. And it's easier to watch them when you have spare time for my viewers. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope this turns out to be a really great thing in a lot of ways. I hope that my viewers out there will enjoy these videos because I think they will. And I'm looking forward to being able to bring you these videos as much almost as I'm looking forward to being able to give all this stuff to my nephew and see his reaction because it's really touched my heart. And anybody that's watching this video after I upload it, and you've sent something to my nephew already, and you know that he's getting all this stuff, or you know that you sent things for my niece or for me or whatever, I want to thank you all out of the bottom of my heart. I never expected so much. I mean, I was just looking to buy Red Sox Commons to put together some stuff for my nephew, and I was looking to do it from people that were talking about throwing away cards anyway. And the responses I got was amazing. To be honest with you, at this point, I've got 78 responses, I believe, total from people on Facebook alone. So anyway, stay tuned for more. Like, share, and subscribe if you would like to see this upcoming series of videos and you haven't seen it, haven't already subscribed to me. And if you think you got any friends that would be interested in my videos, check out my other videos and like them and share them to you can share on Twitter, on Pinterest, on Facebook, and I am on all 3, Matthew McMillan. The only one I'm listed different as is Twitter. I'm Matt Randall on Twitter because that's my middle name. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great night, and I look forward to bringing you these videos I'm talking about starting tomorrow.